Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have another dev insights to go over. This is a standard one that was posted yesterday on the 26th, like literally right after I posted my special hot topic one. Alright, and if you missed it, I already have the Mortius excavation answers up for the first round, and I will post for the second ones tomorrow as soon as possible as well, once I physically do them in the game to confirm their answers. But this was everything you could do for the early part of today. Like, not even kidding, I swear I like posted it and then I looked and saw another white dot and I was like, guys, yeah, 2 o'clock yesterday my time, there was another one. So this is just a standard one, but there's some interesting stuff in here, which you probably saw from my thumbnail. I actually read through this quickly to see how I was going to make the thumbnail before I started recording this video. And holy cow, there's some interesting things, but I do have some comments on it that is a little bit concerning at the same time. Okay, so let's just go through here and try to go... I'm going to try to go through all of them if I can, but just skip anything a little bit repetitive, which sometimes they can be, although... they've been better at grouping things together. But they do start here with the drop rate of unpolished soulstones, and soulstones seem to have reduced. This occurred 2 or 3 updates ago in my guild Discord chats. The amounts have been noticeably reduced despite players progressing significantly further. Yeah, if anything, you should be noticing more and more people getting those rewards because they're at higher tiers where they should be higher chances to get them. So could we please investigate? They say, thank you for your feedback. We understand your concern about the issue regarding the soulstone drops from Guild Boss. The initial design intention of the in-game drop chance mechanism is to ensure all players have a relatively balanced gaming experience. We will keep monitoring the related data and players' feedback to ensure fairness of the game experience. So they're not acknowledging that there's any issues, so they must be pretty confident that there isn't. It's just, it's working as intended, as they said before, but what is intended should not allow one person to only get 1 a year and one person to get 16. That's not a very balanced thing for something to be so RNG. That's so, like the equivalent of someone being a Kraken or not. Something, yeah, we really have to consider. But yeah, at least they're saying they're monitoring it. We know they've heard our feedback as well from the dev interview, and it's definitely a huge sore spot in the community right now. Alright, so there was a question about the War of Fates, a reduction compared to the normal events. Yeah, that was weird. Instead of running all the other events, they just ran War of Fates, which was like a clan versus clan and raid, but they took away everything else. It should have been in addition to everything else, not instead of. I agree. It was a nerf of rewards for that week. So they received feedback regarding the reward mechanisms and event schedule. We will fully consider the balance of rewards and rationality of the event combination when planning future events. Yeah, that's what I hope they, as long as they realize, like, for the future, you might want to adjust those just a little bit. Alright, regarding minigames, you mentioned more attention will be given to the PC experience, like hotkeys. Or the goblin stuff remained unchanged. So many of those things are so much easier to do on a phone, but yet the game really seems to push people to PC clients, so that's kind of confusing. But they said specialized improvements for PC platform minigames, such as Monkey vs. Goblin, will be made in the future. So it sounds like they haven't made any adjustments lately, but it's something that they plan to work on. So there's this long set of posts here. Let's try to get a TLDR, making it possible for players to sell gems in Malrik Hall. We can do that now. Keystone drop rates need to be reviewed. Dropping level 4 Mossy Crystal, but when I check, I was already 50-50. So you run it and it triggered me that it didn't receive, it just gone. They just lost it because they were full. Maybe increasing the storage. Someone else here talking about a hard nerf to the key drops, that so that endgame players have no content to, wait, instead of improving it, you decided to, oh, they're saying that they instead of improving, they're saying that they nerfed the drops of the good ones. They filled the rewards, but yeah. But no one can do those to get the rewards in the first place because they're so hard. And then makes it, let's see, make it to the devs or we get an answer like, yeah, but we do it anyway because why not? What? Like, why would we remove bad rewards so you get a chance for better stuff at the end of the day, right? Okay, this is just, yeah. Anyway, Malrik's is an issue. Repetitive. It's fun, but very repetitive and extremely hard to get keys at a higher level. And it's extremely hard to do those keys as well. But overall, it's just been a weird piece of content that I'm going to do a video on here hopefully soon. I'm going to have another creator join me and you can help a noob out. Me, the noob, who's not even done it yet. I definitely could use... I feel like a lot of us could probably use a little guidance to really get started and get our feet wet a little bit more. Because I've just been avoiding it so far. They say, we have added a feature to destroy low-level keystones to help players manage their storage. We'll keep monitoring the user experience. So, a whole bunch of, complaints about Malrik's, but the big thing is they did add the ability to destroy, which is definitely helpful for those low-level ones. They just give super crap rewards that nobody wants anyway. But at the same time, maybe some people can only do the low-level ones, but you're not going to destroy the high-level ones, so maybe you can't win either way. I don't know. You guys tell me. I haven't done it. Kidding, not kidding. Okay. Question 5. Player 1 says, Shamans, Garnet Guards, New Grotesque Fiend are ruining the GVG experience. GVG used to be more fun. Before these units got introduced, Shamans and Grotesque are way too easy to use and work on all teams. Garnets are limiting in how you build teams and way too much... there's too much RNG, right? But... Or no, with the Chaos Shamans are really RNG too. But GVG is in the worst state it's ever. Why do you keep releasing more demons? Offense is so stacked and getting worse. GVG needs balance bad. You're crippling the defense, very one-sided. You're decimating the incentive to even compete at this mode. To be fair, the defense was really crappy for the gauntlet. It's like you just had to win. There was nothing that was like really good to do for defense. But this is a very interesting and very important reply. When it comes to the Shaman and Garnet Guards, we're currently developing more new heroes that possess the countering ability to expand the options for the tactics. Sorry. About the Grotesque Fiend. The countering toward this demon soldier has been reinforced in the new season's map. In the meantime, we will continue monitoring the balance and make adjustments when necessary. To ensure fairness, we will send the Grotesque Fiend to all players. Please stay tuned. I mean, that's cool. But what about people that already chose them from the selector instead of the ice one because we don't know this is coming? It's not even officially announced. It's in a patch. It's in a dev notes that that 99% of the player base are never going to see or read or watch my video and hear about right now. So if you already pulled one of those characters, those demon soldiers from that selector chest, like the people that waited are going to be the only ones that get rewarded because they're just going to pick the ice one so they get both. I mean, hopefully at the very least when they send the second one, they'll get that and that'll be an upgrade for mine. I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna send the Grotesque Fiend, they need to send both that one and the Frost one that was part of the same chest where people got to select it, right? I do think if anyone's listening, that is important to do. Okay, question 6. Rather than seeking praise for adding basic features like gear and artifacts, why not add all new content with them already in place? You're adding auto battles for level 1 and keystones. What about the rest of the levels and gear save? So when it comes to new game systems that will be introduced in the future, we have implemented functions designed such as embedded gear and artifact save and autofight. The autofight for the next high-level keystones has not been implemented right now. Oh, that's true. It's like when you add the new content, why isn't just saving our gear in that moment? Like, why wouldn't you include that? I guess it depends on some of the things because it shouldn't matter for the sake of saving gear. But I could get that the auto fights are quirky for things that involve a lot of RNG. And every different map has its own conditions, so trying to remember exactly which one might be complicated, but they sorted it for the low levels. I don't know about the high ones, if that'll ever happen. Okay, question 7, remove the promotion insignias from the Dragon Pass or the whole games, make it... Yeah, those are so silly. Like, thanks. So we'll consider improving convenience of insignia choice bundle for the gold box. Yeah, open them all. I didn't realize this the other day. I had a ton of them. So it just manually was like this one, okay, this one, okay, this one, okay, this one. Why can't we just select them all and open them all at the same time? Yes. Simple. That's an inventory adjustment, not necessarily a Dragon Pass adjustment. Alright, since this point, basically impossible to reach Apex on anti-air without Lady Alexandra. Apex coins are for her. There must be a way to get coins, such as successful defenses or reduced amount for the loss with arena coins. It shouldn't take 2 years to get enough currency to get a basically required character. He said they'll adjust the number of Apex Lord ranks in the future. It will then be significantly easier to enter Apex Overlord. Will it though? It's hard enough just to get into normal Overlord, let alone into Apex Overlord. Oh boy. Alright, so add a checkbox. And when checkout button for the Dwarven Merchant. The current logic of buying each item and prompting one by one is so time consuming. It's better to add a checkbox on all things you want to buy. I know, then you still have to click each thing. I'd rather just click, 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 and you get it, versus click, 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 and then one more click to accept it. That's even more clicks. But they are improving the purchasing procedure. They did say that in the dev interview we did, plus in the hot fix, or the hot topic one, the special episode that I shared yesterday. Alright, question 10. Can you add a way to filter out gray and green heroes in the roster selection? This way I can only view legendaries? I mean, why would you filter them out? They would just be at the bottom anyway if you're sorted by rarity. It's currently supported to sort by rarity. Yeah. That's a really weird request. I don't know why would you just not want to see heroes at all, as if they pretend they don't exist? I get that you're fodder, but they just stay at the bottom. You sort by rarity. You don't have to sort by level. Sort by rarity instead. Okay. So question 11, there should be an event against other players where spending gold grants points for the more gold you spend. Bruh, this is guild versus guild. The War of Fate literally did that. Or, sorry, clan versus clan in raid. And that was already what War of Fate literally was. Yeah, okay, next question. Rework the cost of time-limited offers. Some prices need to be reworked so they don't calculate to equal value. Some of the prices are ridiculous. Lowering the pack cost would get you more people buying. Also, bring back some of the super cheap packs. Yeah, I don't think they realize sometimes how valuable those are. $10 for 2 divines or whatever. It's so true. Like, I'm more likely to buy 3 packs that cost $5, $10, or $15 than I am to buy 1 pack that costs $20 or $30. You know what I mean? Like, you're more likely to buy little packs that add up to maybe more than to buy something that's like, ooh, that's $40. That sounds expensive. But did I just buy a whole bunch of those other ones that were cheaper, that were more than $40 total? Yes. Like, sometimes it's a mental game when it comes to this sort of monetization, which is unfortunate but true, and it at least will open the door for more people maybe willing to spend a little bit versus nothing at all as well. I used to love that in Infinite Magic Raid. There was this like really, really cheap, like $5 for pass, and you got like the summons. It'd be like you get like for 7 days you get like a divine or a legendary summoning crystal, and then you'd get a rare one every day, and then another divine at the end, or something that was just like really absurdly good value, but took you a few days and have to log in to get it. I love those kind of packs, although I know that those kind of packs are actually banned in some countries, like I think Belgium and China, but where they have strict gambling and loot box laws and all that stuff, but I love them. I love those daily login purchases. I think the problem is they don't want people to be penalized, or if you forget to log in, you lose the thing you bought, you spent money on, which that should ideally not be the case. You just should be able to collect the previous days. Because especially if you're spending money on it, you shouldn't lose it. I definitely agree with that sentiment. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Sorry. Rant over. Drastically speed up Malrik calls. 5+ minute per run on 2 times is absurd. At a 3 times speed naturally with 5 times for VIP. Yeah, it's slow. That's another thing that people don't like. So we received the feedback for the auto fight. We're discussing the improvements in the plan for it. Its experience is expected to be improved in 1 to 2 version updates. So they are working on it. All right, make auto augment for commons and advanced augmentation by using their augmentation. Clicking many times is irritating me. Auto augment feature is being made. It's expected to be implemented in October version updates. Interesting. Auto augment for common and advanced. I haven't even done any augmentation. What am I don't even know what that looks like. It's fine. Okay, it's great that we can filter gear plans by category when equipping gear. It would be awesome if we could do the same when saving gear plans. If the gear plan feature will be implemented in November's version update, it will then bring a more convenient experience for gear management. All right, thanks for your... Oh, I might want to read the question first. I really hate that this is gray and then white. It just makes me want to read the white thing first because it's brighter. But Plat Arena is now harder than Overlord Arena. It was literally 1 month ago. You need to test your chimps before launching them. Thanks for your suggestion. We'll adjust the number of Apex Lord. And Platinum 3 rank will become easier. Will it though? How does that make Platinum 3 any easier? You still have to get through Platinum 3 to get to Overlord and Apex Overlord. I don't know. Okay. As a relatively new player, I missed the fusion that included the rare Gorgon. Who? Oh, in the summoning pool. For the sake of my hero collection, can he be added to the summoning pool? Oh, that's so funny. Gogron? I didn't even remember his name. It's expected to be added to the pool in the next few months. You may obtain him through summoning. Yay, the rare is coming that nobody's gonna use. Fine, I wish we had a better use for more rares. Alright, allow the simultaneous upgrade of multiple pieces of equipment. They already have. Haven't they? Oh, because you can do it from the farming screens, but not in the normal sales screen, which is probably the one that would be ice roll gear and sell within the sell feature, because it's the easiest to do a lot of things at once. And then if it rolls good, you just uncheck it for being sold. But yeah, if you can mass select and roll all at once. I thought that was crazy too, that you could do that within a farming feature, but you couldn't do it in the actual gear menu. So it sounds like September version update, batch enhancement for gear. That's awesome. Good to hear that. See, there's some good stuff like sprinkled in here. Just a little bit, guys. All right. Enough on the goddamn pop-ups. Let me turn them off. Quick, unequip everyone. So I'm sick of going through one by one. Like there's 300 legendary heroes. It's ridiculous to go through. They actually said to better understand your suggestion for, during gear changing, could you please explain in detail which input scene you're encountering the pop-ups that break the experience? I mean, they said they're going to add an unequip all button anyway, so I don't think that's been added yet. So I think we just got to wait for that. Oh, this is exactly what I was wondering. And this is exactly my problem. So, okay, this is addressing the same thing. No secret that a bunch of player base chose Frost Guardian over Grotesque Fiend. The Grotesque Fiend has been proven to be OP in the endgame, and those who did not pick him are, you know, upset. So they said we're gonna be giving everyone the Grotesque Fiend. But what about if, for the sake of the collection and for the future of our Frost teams as well, what if I want a Frost Guardian knowing that I'm gonna get a free Grotesque Fiend? We can't undo those decisions, so kind of hope they'll just give everybody whichever one they're missing. I don't know how they would do that, though. But I guess, at any rate, at the very least, better get an upgrade for my Grotesque Fiend, then. Because it don't want to be penalized for picking the Grotesque Fiend when they're going to give it to everybody else, too. And then we don't have the Frost Guardian at all. Even if it's bad or good or whatever, you know, balance can happen, change is going to happen. The different factions are going to flesh out. And maybe the Frost Guardian will be super amazing too soon. Who knows? Alright, add bulk enhancement for gear. We already had that comment. Arena, Apex Overlord is mentioned yet again. They're very repetitive today. We're actively pushing the development of related features when it comes to improvements on the battle procedure. Detailed process will be shared. Everyone, the developer faced. Okay, this was whatever this talk here was about something that we already talked about in our dev interviews, so I'm not going to worry about that. But that's it, guys. Dev Insights, August 26th. We are getting a free Grotesque Fiend. Bulk gear enhancement will be coming in September. And there's some other interesting little points sprinkled in there. It wasn't too bad, but everyone's still upset, as you can see by the reactions, about the lack of Soulstone improvements, which I think is just what they need to do if they want to keep the player base happy and have players stop quitting. Okay, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.